Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have baseball. Just get used to that. We'll have baseball, and more baseball. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Not particularly a good day yesterday. Down 3.35 units for me. Went 2-5-1. Definitely not the way we wanted yesterday to go, but it's been, baseball's been fine this year. It's just one down day. Phillies money line, loser, -125 there. For the first time since 2019, the Detroit Tigers have beaten the Philadelphia Phillies. So it had been 5 years. Tampa Bay Rays, first five, pushed, which was really annoying because they end up winning the full game 11-3, and they gave up a 2-run home run in the top of the fifth to tie up the game. So that was fun. Toronto first five was easy. They win the first five 9-2. They win the full game 9-4. Gausman pitched fine. Royals run line, loser. They lose outright. White Sox plus 190. Loser, they lose outright. I ended up live betting both those teams plus 1.5 when they went down and cashed both those. But still, Houston minus 1.5, -125. Winner there. They win 5-2. They've now won 6 in a row. The Texas Rangers first five, I lost it in the bottom of the fifth when the Brewers tied it in the third, and then it was tied heading into the bottom of the fifth, and the Brewers put up a run in the fifth, so I lost that. And then the Oakland A's, they were up 2-0 and then gave up 5 runs in the fourth. And the Angels never looked back after that. So 2, 5, and 1 day down 3.35 units. I'm coming in with one play so far for today. And the line's with a couple cents in my direction from last night. So let's get into it.
Let's do it. Yeah, yesterday sucked. Went 2-4 on the site. Down 2.42 units. Philly in the over. Philly scores 1 run. And it was in the 9th inning. And it was meaningless. Kansas City Royals lose 2-1. They score a run in the first. Yeah, nothing else. Nope, nothing else really. Our one baseball winner was the Houston run line, which was a cash cow spot. They scored 5 runs in the first. They didn't score anything else the rest of the game, but at least Colorado only scored 2. So 5-2 winner there. Washington, I thought we had a chance with Washington for a while, and then the 5th and 6th inning happened, and then that game got ugly. So that sucks. And then the one winner, a WNBA play for the Commissioner's Cup, was Minnesota +5. They said, screw your points, and they're going to win outright. So that was a nice little winner. So we ended up going 2-4, down 2.42 units. Back at it today, and a lot of baseball. So we'll run with a bunch of that. Yeah, that's everything. That's all it's today. I was checking through BetStamp, not even any soccer or anything else like that. So all baseball.
Yeah. Head over to the chat, and then we'll get into today's games.
Good morning, all. Good morning, Timothy. Games start early today. Tampa at 12:10. Yes. Tampa and Seattle starts at 12:10. Morning, all. Hitting the everything but the Nats yesterday. Hey, that sounds like a great day for you. Nice call on the Florida Panthers, Nick. I believe you guys remember my pick, Florida money line in the under.
Love it. Love to see it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That game.
Sabres are expected to buy out Jeff Skinner. Omar to the Sens. Kemper
for Pierre Dubois.
Markstrom to the Devils. Those are the big ones. My question: Why buy out of his contract when we have to pay him for 3 more years?
Because they wanted to move on from him.
I like Skinner.
It opens up some cap too, I believe. But there's going to be some dead cap, but I think it opens up some cap for them to work with.
Mm-hmm. Soccer needs to stop ending in ties. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. He's not. Is he pitching today?
He's not pitching.
But we know that he's going to be back because he got signed by Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Although
Milwaukee does have an undecided pitcher at the moment.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if MLB has anything on that. I know MLB likes to. Nope, still TBD there. Hey, if it's Dallas Keuchel Day, then sign me up for for Texas. But let's start jumping into them because somebody did mention a 12-10 start.
Yeah, and it's this game right here. We have the Seattle Mariners and the Tampa Bay Rays. We have this line opened up around -110 for the Mariners, got up to around that -119 range, and then now it's back down to a 110. So we do have a move. We have no move on the side. It did move towards the Mariners, but there's been buyback on the Tampa Bay Rays, looking to go for the sweep here in this series. Line opened up at a 7.5 at -110. It's now a 7 at -110. So we've had a move towards the under, and we have a move, and we have no move on the side. Some buyback on the Rays, though. We have 52% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the Rays. So the bigger bets coming in on Tampa Bay, which does make them a little appealing in this spot. And then 91% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over in this game, with the line going from a 7.5 down to a 7. George Kirby and Ryan Cappit, your pitching matchup here. Kirby a 2.68 ERA, 0.95 whip, 8.51 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 0.97 walks per 9, a 265 BABIP, a 298 FIP, and a 3.30 SIERA. On the flip side, Ryan Cappit, 5.61 ERA, 1.36 whip, 10.87 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%, 2.81 walks per 9, a 323 BABIP, a 4.82 FIP, and a 3.35 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Seattle Mariners, as well as the hitting edge, 106 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 101, which is 17th. So both these teams slightly above average when it comes to hitting right-handers this year. And the market itself is telling me both these pitchers pitch well. And the under does seem kind of appealing. It is 3.5. I kind of want to see if this has been a 3.5 or it's gone from a 4 to a 3.5. It did open up at a 4 and it's moved down to a 3.5, which probably tells me, watch, this game's going to soar over. Because that's one thing we have noticed, but that's usually with the full game moving down a full run is one thing we've noticed. I'm interested in the Rays in this game a little bit as well. They have been playing much better baseball as of late, and I feel like that's kind of like the sharp side account. I kind of want to get involved with Tampa here. I want to take a look at what's happened in the first 5 for this game here, as we have the first 5 has gone from 110 to 120 for Seattle. That's interesting. The full games move. The first 5's moved towards Seattle, but the full game has not moved at all. Which probably tells me just Tampa full game, which is interesting. But it's a lean at the moment. I kind of want to pull the trigger with the Rays here.
I kind of like the under. Obviously, I'm a big George Kirby guy. He's been fantastic this year. Last 5 starts, he's allowed a total of 6 earned runs, which, and not to mention Seattle has won 4 out of those 5 starts, and the 1 start they lost went into extra innings. I really do like I lean Seattle in this one. I know they have not been playing as well as of late, and yes, that tends to happen. I will say I do like Cappit as well, although he's been getting hit up a little bit. But you look at the teams that hit him a little bit, Atlanta and Baltimore, who are 2 of the better offensive teams. Where Atlanta always has the potential to have big offense, and Baltimore's got one of the best offenses. So I do like the under in this game, especially with an early start. I really like the 2 pitchers because obviously when a trade goes down that brings a pitcher to the Rays, they bring them there for a reason. And I trust the Rays with their pitching. In that case, I like the under 7 in this game. I can get it at -104. I think both these pitchers shove.
I'm going to get involved with it here. I'm going to grab that first 5 under 3.5. I can get even money over on FanDuel. Is where I'm going to move on this one here. First 5 under 3.5 to get my day started with these two teams.
Right on. Mariners first 5. Rays money line. Rays have just been, they have been. They've been playing better as of late. What's up, Twins? What's up, Big Show? Rays sweep. I can see that. That's why I'm not betting the side. I'm betting the total. Hey guys, I'm taking the Rays reverse run line.
I'm interested in the Rays there too. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be greedy. Just take them on the money line. Devil Rays money line. I still love the Devil Rays name. Pepe might go 6 or 3. This is risky. Definitely risky. Sir Jorge Kirby. Jorge Kirby? It's George. Yeah, never mind. You're good. I'm a little bit slow. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, that line moved. By the way, that line moved a little bit. I'm still sticking on FanDuel with it. First 5 under 3.5 is -115. First 5 under 3.5 -115. Get my day started early. There. Let's get it to the next game here, which I know I'm going to have to switch up my spreadsheet for because I have nobody listed here, and now I do have pitchers for this game. It's Luis Ortiz and Graham Ashcraft, the pitching matchup here in this one. So I have to put them in here. Let's do that. Starting pitcher, Graham Ashcraft. This is just the fun part of the show where I have to update my spreadsheets when teams didn't want to announce starting pitchers earlier. So there we go. All right. So we have this line opening up at a 133. It's down to a 122 now. So we do have a move towards these Pittsburgh Pirates. And on the flip side here, we have a line opening up at 9.5 -115. It's now a 9.5 -118. So we have a 3-cent line movement here towards the over in this one. And I believe Luis Ortiz, of course, has there's no numbers on Ortiz as of late.
I don't think he's pitched for a little bit.
There it is. Never mind. Nope. On my spreadsheet, it's Luis L. Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's also a reliever, but he does long relief. So he went 4 innings, 5 innings, 4 1/3, 3 innings, 2 innings.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the cash flow here in this game, and then we'll move on to the pitching matchup. 70% of the tickets, 60% of the cash is on the Reds, with the line moving towards Pittsburgh. Does pique my interest in the Pirates in this game a little bit here. 85% of the tickets, 75% of the cash on the over in this game as well. The line moving towards the over in this one. Luis Ortiz, you mentioned he's going to be more of a long relief guy, but 3.92 ERA, 1.45 whip last 30 days. 6.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 1.74 walks per nine, a 364 batted, but a 3.58 FIP, and a 3.60 SIERA. On the flip side, Graham Ashcraft, 7.9 ERA, 1.61 whip, 5.93 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%. 1.98 walks per nine, a 354 BABIP, a 5.49 FIP, and a 4.70 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Reds, as well as the hitting edge goes towards the Reds. 99 WRC plus, which is 19th, compared to 70, which is 27th, which just means if I want to back the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game, which I'm kind of leaning in that direction, I would want them first 5 rather than full game. When it comes to the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game, I'm kind of interested to see where the first 5 is moved. And it's moved towards Pittsburgh here. So I think the first 5 money line for Pittsburgh is something I'm going to make a move on here, which best available line, first 5, Pittsburgh, plus 120 over on BetMGM.
There's another Ashcraft.
Graham Ashcraft?
Oh, my God. What the heck is them showing then? Because I'm just gonna show you what covers is showing me right now, because it's not showing me Graham Ashcraft. It's showing me Douglas Ashcraft. I'm pretty sure all the rest of it's the right information, but that's just weird. Anyways, I wasn't going to be betting this game regardless. These are
Well, his first name is Douglas. It's Douglas Graham Ashcraft.
And who's the guy? Because that's clearly not.
That's him.
That is him.
That's him.
Anyways, I just thought that was hilarious. Anyways, I'm not gonna be betting this game anyway. I really don't go good with those with these two teams. I did say I leaned Pittsburgh yesterday and they blew them out. Maybe I lean towards the Reds, but maybe how about an over? I feel like an over could be in play. I think Luis Ortiz can get hit. Graham Ashcraft or Douglas Ashcraft has not been pitching that well this year. I could easily see this one going over, but not enough for me to touch this game.
Fair.
Sup, studs, chat, and crew. I'm tailing. Let's do it. Over. I could see the over. Under. I cannot see the under. Ashcraft gives up at least 3 runs every start. That he does. Crashcraft A must be. No, it's the same guy. I can only get a 10. Oh, if it's going up, then yeah, there you go. Do you have a pitcher for Detroit?
I do not.
Okay, I don't either. So that's why I was a little bit questionable.
Because I think when I typed this up this morning, they had someone. Oh, I do have someone here. Holton for Detroit, which I would need to look him up because I think this may be his debut. I'm not 100% sure.
What did you say his name was?
Holton. L. Holton. Or T. Holton.
T. Holton, baseball player. Detroit Tigers.
Yeah. I will go over the when you get up at all of his information, I'm going to go over the line history. Line opened up with the Phillies as minus 175 favorites. They're now 158 favorites. So the line's moved towards the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, he's pitched before.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Line opened up at a 9 at minus 120. It is now a 9 at minus 115. So we've had to move towards the under, and we've had to move towards the Tigers in this game here. Taking a look at the cash flow, where we have 79% of tickets, 96% of the cash is on these Philadelphia Phillies, with the line moving towards the Detroit Tigers. We have 58% of the tickets, and 52% of the cash is on the under in this one as well. The line moving slightly towards the under in this one. I do not have any numbers on Holton at the moment. On the flip side, Spencer Turnbull, 3 ERA, 1.25 whip, 12.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%. 4.5 walks per 9, a 296 BABIP, a 3.39 FIP, and a 3.03 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Phillies, as well as the hitting edge. 105 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 87, which is 20th. I have no particular interest in this game. Maybe I would lean towards maybe taking a flyer with the Tigers in this game, but it would be Tigers first 5, but no play here.
I was kind of looking the opposite way because we see who's pitching for the Phillies, right? This will be the first time he's going back to Detroit, where he spent 5 years of his career. Or at least he pitched for the Tigers for 5 years in the majors. And you look at – actually, he got to put – did he get to pitch against them today? Oh, he got to – oh, no. Okay. For some reason, Covers loves to mess with us because it shows that he pitched against the Detroit Tigers, and it shows 0 innings. Nothing. So this will be the first time he's gotten to pitch against his former team. I think he shoves today. I think he has a really good game. Now, the Philly run line is sitting at, can I get a good price for it? Minus 110. I can get interested in the Phillies, especially after they scored 1 run yesterday. Granted, it was against Scooble, but they're coming off of a bad game. I think this could be a good bounce back spot for a Phillies team that is still currently the best team in baseball, or I think they're tied now for the best.
The Guardians are.
The Guardians are the best team in baseball in general.
Yes.
Heard. 588 win percentage. No, not 588. Sorry, not 588. 662. Yeah, that's indeed, they are the best team in baseball. The Phillies are 658. So I kind of lean to Philadelphia in this one. I would take the run line around minus 110. Bounce like spot, but Scooble. Not Scooble. Turnbull. Philly, first 5, I could see that. Over 9, I don't know about that one. Holton is an opener. Let me pull up his stats. He is indeed an opener. The most he's gone was 2 innings. So yes, he is an opener. Let's keep rolling. And Nick, this one might have to be a certain approach to these games.
Yeah, which just may end up being not betting them at all. But let's get into it here. I don't mind this Cardinals team. I know you're not high on them. I was a little bit higher on them heading into the year, St. Louis, and let's get into it here. There we go. Wait, where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, it was in the extra games here. All right, the writing games. We have the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. We have the Braves opening up as -121 favorites. It's down to a 117. Line opened up at an 8.5, immediately went down to an 8, and it's continued to drop. So the line moving towards the under and the line moving towards the Cardinals, suggesting that Kyle Gibson pitches well here. And we have 76% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on these Atlanta Braves, with the line moving towards the St. Louis Cardinals. 86% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving towards the under here as well. Tells me Kyle Gibson is very live to pitch well in this game. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Kyle Gibson. Do I have this game put in here? I do not, because this is a doubleheader game, and I did this last night. Outstanding. So I don't have Ronaldo Lopez and Kyle Gibson's numbers. I have Andre Palante and Chris Sale. Which I think Sale is tonight's game.
I think so.
So that's good. Let me type in these guys real quick into my spreadsheet. I'll let Tim break down this game, and then I'm going to type these in real quick.
I want to take the St. Louis Cardinals in both games. You're getting plus money for them in both games. I can get plus 117 for game 1, and plus 106 for game 2. I think this is I think you can get a split at worst, because this is a Cardinals team that's been playing really good baseball as of late. They've won 4 in a row. Granted, Atlanta's been playing better as of late too. They won 2 before the series. They won 2 out of 3 against the Yankees and swept Detroit. So the Atlanta Braves are starting to play better. But I think the Cardinals continue to roll. I think they take at least one, if not both, of the games here today. So I want to double down and take saying St. Louis in both games. And yes, I will be betting Alec Burleson props again.
Yeah, looking at the pitching matchup here, Ronaldo Lopez and Kyle Gibson. Lopez has pitched so well this year. So has Gibson, though. 2.55 ERA, 1.01 whip the last 30 days for Gibson. He's pitched really well. 9.85 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%. 2.92 walks per nine, a 2.37 BABIP, but 3.51 FIP, and a 3.40 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Ronaldo Lopez, a 1.63 ERA, 1.08 whip, 10.41 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 1.95 walks per nine, a 3.10 BABIP, a 2.42 FIP, and a 3.12 SIERA. Let's see. I have Cardinals numbers versus lefties here, because they have Sale tonight, but they get to face Ronaldo Lopez in game 1. So let's get up the numbers for the Cardinals against righties real quick. So I have that, which Cardinals against righties have been hitting well. 114 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to the Atlanta Braves against righties, which is, if I can find it here. This is the one confusing game. There we go. 82 WRC plus, which is 24th. So the Cardinals have the hitting edge. I think the pitching is about a wash. The bullpen edge does go towards these St. Louis Cardinals. It's not significant, which will lead me to wanting to back the Cardinals here full game. In this spot, they've been playing much better as of late. They're in a wild card spot, and the Braves got to be careful, because this Cardinals team is only 4.5 games behind them for that first wild card spot. And I'm seeing Fanatics giving me a plus 105. I'm seeing BetMGM giving me plus 110. I'm going to head over to BetMGM and take that plus 110.
Cardinals. All right. We're taking the Cardinals. I'm taking them both games. Deal?
Fine.
Cool. I'm going to go put those both up on the site. We'll head back to the chat. This game is might creep over the total. Braves, no. Cardinals, yes. Do the Braves hit righties, Nick?
No. 82 WRC plus, which is 24th.
There you go. The fire sale. Hopefully. All right, Nick. I'll put it up.
Yeah, I'm currently just putting in my
well, I know that's for this game coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm just putting in my Cardinals bets real quick. There we go. Plus 110. Cardinals money line. All right, cool. Let's head over to this one here. The Kansas City Royals and the Miami Marlins. We have the Royals as $2 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. We have Brady Singer taking on Volante Balazzo. I do not have any numbers on Balazzo here at all. Let's get into the line history here for this one, where this line opened up at a 235. It's down to a 205. So we've had a decent move towards the Miami Marlins. Line opened up at a 9 at even money. It's still a 9 at even money. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game here, 85% of tickets, 90% of the cash on the Royals. And then we have 60% of tickets and 56% of the cash on the over in this game as well. We have Brady Singer, 4.62 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 2.84 walks per 9, a 2.82 BABIP, a 6.14 FIP, and a 4.47 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Miami Marlins, who have been better as of late, or the bullpen's been better as of late. And the hitting edge goes towards the Royals, though, on this one. And for me, we all know where we're going in this game here. Too bad this price is a little too expensive for a -1 line, but I will get -106 for the -1.5 here over on FanDuel. So I'm going to be on the Royals on the run line here.
Yes, we're still fading the Marlins every single game. And I will because we've mentioned it a couple of times. I'm back in the Orioles every game, and I'm fading the Marlins every game. Yes, I expect to lose some games. I know I keep getting DMs from somebody saying that I keep throwing away my profits. Yes, I expect to lose games. I'm not expecting to win every single one. That is crazy to think of. And just because I lose a couple in a row, no, I'm not throwing away my profits. No, I'm not. Because I don't expect to win every single game. And I'm going to keep on doing this the entire season. And at the end of the year, whatever I'm up, it's an experiment. We've been trying it every single game, and both of them have been really profitable for us. So, Kansas City, run line, -104. We're going to continue to fade the Marlins every single game. We're going to lose some of those games. Keep in mind that. When you bet a team or fade a team every single game, they're not going to lose every single game. They're not going to win every single game. Here you go. So close for a cash cow. I don't think this one's a cash cow, though, Nick. The lines moved a little bit towards.
Lines moved against them.
Yeah, the line movement's gone against, so not quite a cash cow. It's a cow for me, and Tim knows. It's technically does not follow that same pattern, but I understand what you mean. Wrong game. I was talking about the Astros. Yes, Astros a cash cow. Been with you guys on the Marlins fade train. Good luck. Let's do it. This is a cash cow. Royals. No, it's not a cash cow. But we fade them every game. This one might be a cash cow though, Nick, right?
Nope, the line's moved the wrong way.
No, okay, it's moved the wrong way. All right.
We have the Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies. We have the Astros around $1.90 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Spencer Arrighetti versus Ryan Feltner. This line's continued to drop. It opened up with the Astros around 225 favorites, and it's now down to a 175. So the line is absolutely plummeted here. Now I have absolutely no interest in the Colorado Rockies, though, in this game. Well, let's get into the total, though. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to an 8 in this game as well. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Astros, or a move towards the Rockies. 93% of tickets, 99% of cash on the Astros in this game. 92% of tickets, 92% of cash on the over in this game as well. With the line moving towards the under, does pique my interest in an under in this game a little bit here. And why am I have no interest in the Colorado Rockies? Because within the last like 5 or 6 years, there's been no more dominant matchup than the Houston Astros playing the Colorado Rockies. They are 25-6 in their last 31 games against each other. The Houston Astros. The next one is the Yankees against the Twins. And I have no interest in jumping in front of this Astros train right now. They've won 6 in a row. They're finally playing some good baseball. If they win today, hey, they're back at equal 500. And this is a division where I see a vulnerable division leader. Seattle looks great. If only they can score more than 3 runs a game, though, they would be even better. But with this game here, I have really no interest in betting this one. Let's get into the pitching matchup. Spencer Arrighetti taking on Ryan Feltner. Ryan Feltner has been bad, but I expect him to be better. 8.06 ERA, 1.56 whip. He does pitch on the moon, though. You got to keep in mind that. 8.77 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%. 2.1 walks per nine, a 354 BABIP, a 505 FIP, and a 3.64 SIERA. Arrighetti's been struggling a little bit as of late. 5.33 ERA, 1.66 whip. 10.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 6.39 walks per nine, a 308 BABIP, a 5.39 FIP, and a 4.81 SIERA. So maybe a slight edge towards Ryan Feltner for the pitching advantage here. The bullpen edge definitely goes towards the Astros, as well as the hitting edge. 113 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 87, which is 21st. If you're looking at the Colorado Rockies in this game, which that would be kind of my lean in this spot, I can only look at them first 5. That would be the only way I would be able to look at them there. I do not trust this bullpen worth of anything. And you can get plus 130 over on Bet365. That's the best available number if you're looking for the first 5 here. I would lean Rockies first 5, but I have no interest in betting it.
I'm not going after this one. I'm not a big fan of Spaghetti. Although he's pitched better as of late, I'll give him that. He has been pitching better, but I'm not going to be laying this type of price on on Houston right now. Feltner hasn't been terrible, but these are just I'm not trying to jump in front of Houston right now. My Seattle future is just falling apart, but it is what it is.
Sam, they're 4.5 games up.
Yeah, have you seen some of the pitching that's gone on the IL? They just lost Wu. They're losing bullpen pieces, and the pitching is the strongest part of that Seattle team, and they are just falling apart. And the Astros are finally starting to play better. But I can't go after anything in this one. Hard to fade an Astros team that is as hot as they are right now.
Yes.
I'm just not laying a big price with them right now.
I'm not laying that type of number either.
He does pitch on the moon. He does indeed pitch on the moon, a.k.a. Coors Field. Back to the 1-800-GAMBLER game, Nick. Rosie Contreras still pitches.
Yeah. Rosie Contreras is starting for the LA Angels, and Reed Detmer still is in AAA. So I would love to know the logic behind that one. Let's get into it, though. We have, if I can get the line history here, then we have Joey Estes and Rosie Contreras. Line opened up at a 115 for the Angels. Is now a 123. Line opening up at a 9 at minus 103. It's now a 9 at minus 115. So a move towards the over and a move towards the LA Angels in this one here. We have 82% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Angels in this one. 94% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over in this one as well, with the line moving towards said over in this game. We have Joey Estes taking on Rosie Contreras. Joey Estes, 4.32 ERA, 1.20 whip. 5.76 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 2.16 walks per nine, a 247 BABIP, a 5.42 FIP, and a 5.15 SIERA. On the flip side, Rosie Contreras, I don't think he's pitched much for them this year. Let me try to get a baseball.
He's pitched a little bit. 12 times. He's been an opener.
So we don't expect him to go far.
No, we do not expect him to go far in the games.
Heard. Bullpen edge goes towards the Oakland A's, but both of them are terrible. And the hitting edge goes towards the Angels, but both of them are terrible. 79 WRC plus, which is 25th for the Angels, compared to 76, which is 27th for the Oakland A's. So neither are hitting righties. I have absolutely no interest in this game whatsoever.
Cool.
Pass.
Cool. We could press the 1-800-GAMBLER game, move on. It's a bullpen game for one side. It's the Oakland Athletics on the other side. And I know people will find value in this game. I'll look for other games to find value in. These are just two teams that have been really rough, and they're going to be rough the rest of the year. So I really find no reason to have to go after this one. So no, thank you.
So then, pretty plain and simple.
Stop it. Get some help.
There you go. Hella pitchers are getting injured lately. Yes. And that's just is going to be part of the sport now. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Dallas Keuchel has been traded to the Brewers. Dallas Keuchel Day is coming back. Yes, it is. Angels, good luck. Have fun. Running back Nerfy for the Atlanta-St. Louis Game 1. I'm not going to talk you off of it. Now, this series has gone one way, and it's kind of put San Diego into the wild card spot.
Yeah, they're in that third wild card spot, and they're fighting with St. Louis for that second spot. Line opened up at a 180. It's up to a 184. Line opened up at a 7.5 minus 120. It's now 7.5 at plus 102. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Padres. Now, this does not qualify as a cash cow. Let's get into it, though. The public is on the San Diego Padres. Line up 81% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Padres. The lines move towards the Padres. It's up in this 180 range. The only problem is the total is a 7.5. We're looking at 8 and higher because we want that variance for the run line. 93% of tickets and 90% of cash is on the over in this game, with the line moving, I believe, towards the under, if I remember saying that right. In this game, line moving towards the under. Yes, 22 cents towards the under. We have DJ Hers taking on Dylan Cease. Hers with a 4.50 ERA, 1.33 whip. 13 strikeouts per 9, which is 33%. 2.5 walks per 9, a 3.41 BABIP, a 4.14 FIP, and a 2.81 Sierra. On the flip side, Dylan Cease has really struggled as of late. A 6.12 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 11.97 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. 2.23 walks per 9, a 3.76 BABIP, but a 3.73 FIP and a 2.95 Sierra. Both these pitchers, I'm expecting some positive regression from. These two pitchers should not be pitching in the 6 and the 4 range. They should be pitching in the 3s, maybe a little bit high 2s, according to their Sierras. The bullpen edge goes towards the Padres, and the hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 105 WRC plus, which is 16th against lefties, compared to the Nationals, 102 WRC plus, which is 16th against righties. So both these teams, 16th against the respective arm. And for me, the only way I would look at this game is a first 5 under, which you can get 4.5 at minus 130 over on BetMGM, over on Fanatics, and I'm very tempted actually with this first 5 under. It's a strong lean for me at the moment. Haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but I'm leaning towards that way.
I was kind of leaning Washington. I like DJ Hers. He's pitched solid through the first couple of starts. Granted, he is on the Nationals, so his numbers are not going to look as impressive. He did have one really, really good game that you could look at. He went 6 innings, no earned runs, 1 hit, 13 strikeouts against the Miami Marlins. Yes, it's against Miami, but he looks solid. The Nationals are 3-1 in his starts. The only loss was his first career start against the Mets, who have been playing a lot better as of late. That was part of the Mets sweep over the Nationals. And I kind of look towards the Nationals to not get swept here. I know that's kind of not the angle we normally should be riding with teams not to get swept, but I could see the Nationals kind of putting it in here, and I look towards them at like the plus 160 area. I do like the Nationals to behind DJ Hurts to get the job done today. A little bit of plus money against Dylan Cease, who I think is going to be one of the more overvalued pitchers on this rotation because he is not as good as he appears. And he just goes back and forth with winning starts, losing starts, but he's going to have a game. He's going to have a game today where he's going to allow 3 to 5 runs, and I think that will be enough for the Nationals to win. I want to take the Nationals here.
I lean Padres. If I had to bet a side in this game, I'd lean Padres -1, something along those lines. I think Dylan Cease pitches well today, and I believe that he's somebody more bet on. His advanced numbers suggest to me he's more bet on than bet against at the moment. Because he, in the last 30 days, is pitching to an ERA above 6, but his FIP and his Sierra are high 3s and high 2s. So I expect better from Dylan Cease.
Okay, that's fair. I like the Nationals today.
Fair.
DK finally put back the up 2 promo cash out. Who we taking today?
Oh, I didn't know they put that back. I haven't put in money in to DraftKings in a while, so I pulled when we went on vacation. So
Washington or the Cardinals.
The Cardinals could be an interesting look. The Pirates can be an interesting look as well against Ashcraft.
Rockies Astros over the total.
Kind of lean under.
Spaghetti's been pitching well as of late. Nationals, yes. I think I found it. Washington. So when they choke again, I'll be okay. Okay. Nationals first 5. DJ Hurts. Yeah, I really like DJ Hurts. Running it back with a big dog day in tennis with a Wild. Good luck. Was Astros team total on your radar today, Nick?
I would lean more Rockies team total under than a Astros team total over.
There you go. Let's head to this game, which I already have my post out for.
Yeah, let's get into it. The Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Guardians. This was a game that I was kind of looking at a little bit last night. Let's get into it, though. Line opened up at a 165. It's up to a 185. So we've had a big move towards these Baltimore Orioles. Line opened up at an 8.5, went up to a 9, up to a 9.5, back down to a 9. But we've had a move towards the over since the opening line. We've had both these games in the series so far go over the total. We have 78% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is on the Orioles. The line moving towards the Orioles. So public on them, line moving towards them. Total above 8. This is looking like cash cow. 71% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. And the lines move towards the over. And I'm actually very interested in an over in this game because we've seen Cookie Carrasco get smashed. And let's get into it. Carlos Carrasco, 5.95 ERA, 1.22 whip, 7.78 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 1.37 walks per 9, a 3.22 BABIP, a 3.5 FIP, and a 3.57 Sierra. On the flip side, Grayson Rodriguez, a 4.75 ERA, a 1.22 whip, 10.09 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%. 1.48 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 3.21 FIP, and a 3.09 Sierra. Bullpen edge going towards the Cleveland Guardians. The hitting edges towards the Baltimore Orioles. Against righties are tearing the cover off the ball. Number 1 in baseball, 148 WRC plus, compared to the Cleveland Guardians, 135, which is second against righties or against lefties. So the Guardians are destroying lefties, and the Orioles are destroying righties, which is immediately putting my attention towards an over in this game as well. I can get over 9 over on Fanatics. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that, and I'm also going to be on the Orioles run line. I want to see real quick. It would be minus 190 plus 105. What type of minus 1 that would be? It would be 141. Too expensive. All right. So looks like it's going to be run line and the over for me in this game. And I'll lean towards maybe a Baltimore team total over, which is 4.5 juice towards the over. So I think I'm just going to go Baltimore run line and the over in this game. It's a cash cow spot, and everything correlates for me here to pull the trigger on some Orioles and over.
I mean, you already know I'm on the Orioles every single game. And yeah, you look at the line movement, and I love that it's actually part of it now. It's a cash cow spot. There you go. Did I put the link in the chat for it? I did put the link in the chat already for it. For the Baltimore Orioles every single day, which is taking a little bit of a hit, but I'm still up over 30 units on the Orioles this year. Their money line today, 185. Run line today is plus 110. We're going to be riding the Baltimore Orioles every single day. Plus, it's Grayson Rodriguez. I really like Grayson Rodriguez. He was one of the big arms coming up for the Orioles, and although he got torched his last game, I think he has a nice bounce back game here against the Cleveland Guardians. Snap the Cleveland Guardians 7-game win streak. Give me the Orioles here on the run line plus 110.
Yep, I mean plus 105. And Fanatics actually gave me a boost on this one, and I got plus 126 actually on the run line there. So
Right on. There's the link to the everyday. Cleveland team total over. O's team total over. Cleveland on fire. Cleveland's on fire, but this is a cash cow spot. So I'm sticking with that. Here we go, Nick. Again, another game. A game that I'm probably not going to be touching.
Yeah. So I got -1.5, +105, and the full game over 9 at -110. Both on Fanatics. Let's keep it going here. Building a little bit of a card here. I'm already up to 7 plays. Let's get into it, though. Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays looking like, the Red Sox -145 favorites now, total of 9.5. This line opened up at a 9. It got up to a 9, opened up at a 9, went up to a 9.5. It's now up to a 10. And we have this opening up at the Red Sox -135. It's now 146. So a move towards the over and a move towards these Red Sox. 84% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Red Sox in this game. 92% of tickets, 93% of cash on the over. So, yeah, the public liking the over and the Red Sox and the line moving in that direction. So, actually, it's not. Yeah, it's basically everybody, public and sharp, because both are 1% higher on the money than they are the bets. So, take that with that as you please. Carter Crawford and Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez, I think, is just an opener type of guy. He's been he's thrown one game since coming back. 4 earned runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 1/3 innings pitched against the Guardians. That's all we've seen from him. That's why my spreadsheet's showing him at a 27 ERA. And then on the flip side, Cutter Crawford, a 5.97 ERA, 1.15 whip, 9.87 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 2.6 walks per 9, and 235 BABIP, a 5.83 FIP, and a 3.56 ERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Red Sox, as well as the hitting edge, 118 WRC plus, which is 6th. I can only look Red Sox in the spot. I would lean Red Sox -1. But do I want to really lay this number with Cutter Crawford on the mound? Not particularly. So this ended up being a stay-off spot for me, but it's Red Sox in the over or nothing.
That's fair. This is a game that involves the Toronto Blue Jays, so I've chosen to stay away from those games, although I love this Red Sox team. I've been high on this Red Sox team all year, and they've kind of proven me right. They are currently sitting in a wild card spot. I know a lot of people looked at me crazy in the beginning of the year when I said, hey, the Red Sox are going to be a third-place team, and that's where they're currently sitting. And I believe they're currently comfortably. They're 3 games ahead of Tampa, and they're 6.5 games back of the Baltimore Orioles. So I'm going to call them sitting comfortably in that 3 spot at the moment. This has just been a Red Sox team that I've been really high on, and I said last place Jays. So 2 teams that have kind of gotten right, and I'm obviously not betting this one because I'm not touching Blue Jay games because I can't get this team right. So instead of betting on that games and then being annoyed when I can't get them right, I'm just going to stay away from them. So pass on the Blue Jays game.
Fair. Yeah, I like the Red Sox here, but I just think they're too expensive.
They are a tad expensive to you. Over 10, I could see the over in this one.
I could see the over as well.
What do we think of the Knicks trade?
They massively overpaid.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we agree on that one. They massively overpaid. Taking the Nerfy, it's the Jays. I could see that. There you go. All right, Nick. This was a fun game to watch last night.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It got a little nerve-wracking, but
it was never in doubt.
I mean, never in doubt, but yeah. We have the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. We have the Yankees as -140 road favorites, total of 8.5. Here we have Luis Hill taking on Sean Manaea. Let's take a look at the line history in this one, where the line opened up with the Yankees as -140 favorites. They're now down to a 123. So we've had a decent move towards the New York Mets in this game. Line opening up at an 8.5, -110. It's down 8.5 at -103. So we have a move towards the under here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot, where we have 75% of tickets and 87% of the cash is on the Yankees, with the line moving towards the New York Mets. 84% of tickets and 78% of the cash is on the over, and the line moving towards the under in this game. We have Sean Manaea taking on Luis Hill in this one. Hill, 4.15 ERA, 1.23 whip. 9.35 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 4.15 walks per nine, a 254 BABIP, a 407 FIP, and a 4.22 SIERA. On the flip side, Sean Manaea has struggled a little bit as of late, but his advanced numbers suggest that he's getting a little unlucky. A 6.12 ERA, a 1.28 WHIP, 11.52 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 2.88 walks per nine, a 311 BABIP, but a 4.26 FIP, and a 3.22 SIERA. So suggesting we should see some positive regression coming the way of Sean Manaea. The bullpen edge goes towards the New York Mets as well as the hitting edge. The Mets are 113 WRC plus, which is 10th against righties. We saw them get to Garrett Cole yesterday. And the Yankees are 102 WRC plus, which is 18th against lefties. The line moving towards the Mets, I see them with a hitting advantage here and the bullpen edge. And I think this pitching matchup is more of a toss-up than people think it is. I know Luis Hill's numbers are probably a little bit inflated from from his last start against the Orioles where he got lit up and smoked. I think the Mets can get to him though. And I am looking at the New York Mets here full game money line. And taking a look at the line I can get for it. The best available line is over on ESPN Bet. I can get plus 115 for the New York Mets.
We do expect Luis Gil to kind of slow down.
Yes.
And I think the last start against Baltimore, I think that's a little bit dramatic to say you're going to see more of those, but you're going to see him get hit more. And I know a lot of people were mentioning, oh, he could possibly start the All-Star game. I don't think so. He has had a very good start to his career, or a very good start to the year in general. But I do think he starts to get hit more. I think the walks are going to start to hurt him because this has been a Mets team that's been very patient at the plate, working good at bats. And I think they could do the same here. The line movement just tells you everything you need to know. It's the Yankees. There's no way they lose 2 in a row to the Mets, right? They can't lose 2 in a row to the Little Brothers. Unbelievable. How could they? No, I'm kidding. Plus, I look at it, Sean Manaea, yeah, you could say that he's been struggling. The Mets are still winning his starts. I kind of like Manaea. I know somebody else doesn't, but I kind of like Manaea. I think that he was a really nice pickup in the beginning in the offseason. And I think he has another a solid enough game for the Mets to get it done. The Mets still have a bunch of arms in the bullpen that they didn't use yesterday that I feel comfortable with. Obviously, the MLB decided to get rid of Diaz away from us, but obviously it didn't matter yesterday. I don't think it matters today either. Mets are going to win this one. And maybe look towards Lindor props again.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of owned the Yankees over his career. So I like Lindor, although he did not have a good spot. He did not have a good game yesterday.
He had multiple hits yesterday.
He had the double to start the game, and then he had an infield hit at the end that probably shouldn't have been a double, but
obviously not a double. That was DJ LeMahieu being a moron, but that was beyond the point.
But anyways, I'll go back to him today too. Usually I love this number, but Red Sox, Jays under first 5, 10.5. Go for it, dude.
Under 5.5.
Sean Manaea today, I'll take the Nerfy. I don't hate it. That over first 5, not you.
Oh, over first 5.
First 5. I got you. I was about to say. Normally we don't see that. Got it. Under 8.5 in the Mets game. Maybe. I don't know. I thought you liked Luis Gil. No. The
regression bug is going to come and bite him here.
It's going to. The Mets and White Sox are home teams. I'd like on the DK promo if I wanted a home team. You like the White Sox today? Okay. It's against. Yeah, okay, never mind. Gil's spin rate was down hundreds of RPMs last start. Books know something is wrong. They dropped the outs from 15 to 15.5 for no reason.
Okay, Sharpie. I like you coming in and saying that.
When we expect him to slow down, the numbers that he was putting up are not sustainable.
No.
Morning, Markel. Thank you guys for the rundown. Hey, let's get it, Stop Gio. Under 8.5. I don't know. This Mets offense has been hitting. That's my problem. With the under. Yankees money line. You and everybody else, right? I didn't realize Dallas Keuchel is back today. Is he actually back? Is that actually who's pitching? Do we have a confirmation on that?
I don't.
If he gets confirmed,
I'm seeing Colin Ray on ESPN Bet, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, next scene, Colin Ray. There you go. Mets, yes. And Cole cheats. Couldn't cheat yesterday. Did the same with the same umps who suspended Diaz. Yeah, no. I will say Garrett Cole has not looked the same since the sticky stuff has gotten banned.
Yeah, I saw his stats that his 2 home runs yesterday were off of Cole fastballs that were 91 and 92 miles an hour.
Yeah. Marlins nerfing whoever they play. Money line was plus 165 Earle say last night. Yeah. Feels like a trap at minus 125. No, the Yankees have not been playing well, and it's in NY. It's in Mets, so no, it does not feel like a trap spot. Brewers signed him 2 days ago, and he's listed on my book.
Oh, good God.
If he is pitching, we are adding the Texas Rangers to the site. That's not really a conversation. I love fading Dallas Keuchel. Didn't a baseball player get caught cheating the other day? Yeah, Sweat and rosin, and apparently he gets suspended. And Diaz did, yeah. Right before the Yankee series, so convenient. Thank you, MLB. 3 games left, Nick.
I've already moved on this one. I've already moved on the next 2 games that we're going to be talking about. We get Eric Fetty taking on Gavin Stone. Your pitching matchup here. Line opened up with the Dodgers as minus 180 favorites. It's down to a 173. So we do have a market move towards the Chicago White Sox. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 115. It's now an 8.5 plus 105. So we've had a 20-cent line movement towards the under here as well, expecting Fetty to pitch well here. 87% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the over in this game with the line moving towards the under. 87% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is coming in on the Dodgers with the line moving towards these White Sox. In this game here, we have Eric Fetty and Gavin Stone, your pitching matchup. Gavin Stone's been better as of late. 2.10 ERA, a 1.03 whip, 8.7 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 2.4 walks per 9, a 263 BABIP, a 2.98 FIP, and a 3.67 CR. On the flip side, Eric Fetty, 2.97 ERA, 1.24 whip, 8.42 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.23 walks per 9, a 318 BABIP, a 2.73 FIP, and a 3.60 CR. Bullpen edge going towards the Dodgers, as well as the hitting edge, 118 WRC plus, which is 7th against righties, compared to the White Sox, who are 29th in baseball, which is 73 WRC plus against righties. I have moved on the White Sox at plus 160. It's the continuation of saying that the Dodgers are just an overpriced team on the market. And I think at the end of the year, it'll be profitable to bet against them every game. And some of these games are hard to watch, especially having to back the White Sox. That is very difficult to do. But I am on them here today, plus 160 with Chicago.
Good luck. I think Eric Fetty could be a nice trade piece.
Oh, he's going to be an awesome trade piece
for a team. Somebody's going to be very happy getting Eric Fetty for their back of the rotation. I don't touch Dodger games like you do, Nick. I'm not going to fade them every single game. I understand your philosophy on it, just not something that I'm going to get to. I know Gavin Stone's been pitching a little bit better as of late. This is still a Dodger team that is going to finish 30 games above 500, something in that range. I am going to just stay away from Dodger games rather than going and trying to fade them every single game. So good luck to you. I hope you win all your bets with them because I hate the Dodgers, but I am personally not fading them every single game like you are.
Fair.
Keuchel listed on FanDuel. I'm going to be smacking around the Rangers. Smash the like. They do this every day, daily for you. Damn right. Make sure you guys are checking out Sharpie as well. He's got 8. If you want player props, pitcher props, Sharpie. Trust me. Go check him out for pitcher props. He's freaking a wizard. Gonna lock in Rangers first 5 minus 122 before that shoots up to the moon. I think we should do 2. Thank you, guys. I'm an NBA, NFL guy. Baseball is not my cup of tea. I subscribe. Hey, appreciate it, Paul.
Appreciate it.
We kind of roll through all the games, so all the different sports. So we will be talking NFL and stuff when that pops up. So yes, lots of good stuff coming up. I'm taking Nerfy here and Sox first 5. And then who knew it took all it took was Fetty to get right to go overseas and come back. We've seen that with a bunch of pitchers where they went overseas and they were good for a year. I know we saw that with Chris Flexen. who definitely had a little bit of a turnaround. Obviously, not the same anymore, but we saw that with him. Anyways, let's continue and we'll head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, I made a move on this game already. I did it last night for my first pick video. Let's take a look at this game here. The Minnesota Twins are taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Twins opened up at a -101. It's now 118. Line opened up at an 8.5 at -125. It's now 9 at -109. So we've had a move towards the over, and we've had a move towards these Minnesota Twins. Did not have a cash flow last night, so when I bet this, 63% of the tickets and 50% of the cash are on the Twins, and the line's moving towards them, which I feel okay about. It's fine. It's not my favorite situation when it comes to betting the market, but it's not the worst. 82% of the tickets, 86% of cash on the over in this game as well. I kind of do lean over in this game too. Simone Woods-Richardson taking on Ryan Nelson. Woods-Richardson, a 4.21 ERA, 1.17 whip, 9.12 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 3.51 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 4.31 FIP, and a 4.01 SIERA. On the flip side, Ryan Nelson, 4.20 ERA, 1.13 whip, 4.5 strikeouts per nine, which is 12%, 2.4 walks per nine, a 226 BABIP, a 5.11 FIP, and a 5.19 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Minnesota Twins as well as the hitting edge, 125 WRC plus, which is fourth, compared to 118 WRC plus, which is fifth. So both these teams are hitting righties pretty well. I do expect this to be a higher scoring game. I do lean over the total. I took the Minnesota Twins at -120. That was the play I got to in this game. I see a pitching edge with them. I see a bullpen edge with them. I see a hitting edge with them. The market's moving in that direction. I like the Twins in this spot, in this one at -120.
Simone Woods-Richardson's actually been quite solid this year. Kind of a name that we didn't really expect to see much from, and he's kind of been a solid piece in this rotation. He's going to go anywhere from 4 to 6 innings, so you're still going to have to deal with a bunch of bullpen. But you look at it, the Twins have won 4 out of his last 6 starts. One of the starts that they lost was in extra innings, which I don't really count towards them losing those starts. On the opposite side, you get Arizona, which you know me with Arizona. I was high on them coming into the year. I know probably fed into the whole they were World Series. I thought they would come bring it back, and they're currently 10 games back of the Dodgers. Game and a half back for the wild card. So they're right there with the New York Mets. But I'm not gonna go after this game. It would be Arizona or nothing for me. It's going to be nothing on the side of this one.
Yeah, I remember coming into this year, I was not high on the Diamondbacks whatsoever. I thought that was a fluky run through the playoffs, personally.
I wouldn't say it was fluky because the Arizona Diamondbacks are a very young team and they had a really good run. I would never say fluky though. That was an ugly way to lose the Twins last night. I expect better from them. I don't. Loaded my life savings on Rangers, confirmed it's Keuchel.
Makes me want to bet the Brewers.
No, don't bet the Brewers, Nick. Come on.
Everybody's just jumping on baiting Keuchel. Gotta fade Keuchel. Watch him pitch well today.
God, please no.
Watch him go 5 innings of 1-run baseball.
All right. How about, do you want to look at the final game, which has has 2 openers?
Oh, good God. I want nothing to do with this game.
Okay,
let's get into it, though. Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. We're getting the Battle of the Haydens. Wesniewski and Birdsong. Yes, Hayden Birdsong, the legend. I have no idea who that is.
I can tell you exactly who he is. He's
sure.
Making his first career start.
Yeah, line opened up with the Giants as -122 favorites. It's now 115, so we'll move towards the Cubs. And the line opened up at a 7.5. It's now to an 8. So we've been moved towards the over here as well. We have 95% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over with the line moving towards it. 83% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Giants with the line moving towards the Cubs. So the market's kind of projecting for Birdsong not to pitch well in this game here. I don't have any numbers for either of these guys. Wisniewski is just going to be an opener and Birdsong making his debut. Bullpen edge goes towards the Giants. Hitting edge goes towards the Cubs. 100 WRC plus, which is 18th, compared to 84, which is 23rd. For the Giants, I have absolutely no interest in this game whatsoever. I don't know what to expect from Birdsong. I don't know what to expect from a Cubs bullpen game, which I don't trust the Cubs bullpen. The markets are suggesting that Birdsong gets hit, but I have no interest in this game whatsoever.
I'm surprised that this guy is up as quick as he is. Obviously, he's probably just an opener. He was not fantastic. I mean, 2.05 ERA so far this year in AA, AAA of 5 ERA. But he only pitched 9 innings. So in AAA, 48 in AA. He was a 6th round pick in the 2022 draft out of EIU.
Oh boy.
So not even out of a big school. He's obviously, he got brought up pretty quickly. So there's something that the Giants like about him. I want nothing to do with this game. There's nothing telling me that this guy's a big prospect that they were crazy about. So this one's just going to be a stay off to end the card.
Yeah, this is an easy pass.
And all the plays that are up on the site are now on the member link. There you go. 6 plays on the site. Let's roll.
There we go.
Yeah, not betting it. When was the last time the Brewers swept a team in general? Is that what they're going for here? Yeah, they're going for the sweep. Last time they swept somebody was the White Sox. And then for an actual team that they swept, April 19 through 21, they swept the St. Louis Cardinals. So there you go. The White Sox, I don't think the Brewers sweep the Rangers. Giants money line, they score more runs consistently. They've been playing a little bit better, yes. I think I'll take the Nerfy for that Texas-Milwaukee game. I see no starter for the Brewers. It's most likely to be Dallas Keuchel. So be careful with that one. That is all the games for today. Before we head on out and do all that, we'll pay some bills. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All of those we are posting to every single day now that we're back. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. It's where you get all the plays that we put up on the picksandparleys.net website. And make sure you guys are subscribing. We're getting close to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. And when it comes to that, we are currently sitting at, as it's slowly 3963. So we're 37 subscribers away. Let's try to hit that soon. We appreciate everybody who does subscribe to the channel. Recap time. Under in the Mariners game. I kind of like the Phillies today. St. Louis in both games. Kansas City run line. I like the Natties today. I like the Orioles today. Mets. And that's pretty much it for today. Nick?
Yeah, I'm on Seattle, Tampa Bay, first 5 under, 3.5, minus 115. I am on the Pittsburgh Pirates, first 5, plus 110 on BetMGM. The first one, by the way, FanDuel. Cardinals, plus 110, BetMGM. Royals, minus 1.5, minus 106, FanDuel. Baltimore Orioles, minus 1.5, plus 105, Fanatics. Cleveland, Baltimore, over 9, minus 110, Fanatics. New York Mets, plus 115, ESPN Bet. Chicago White Sox, plus 160, ESPN Bet. Minnesota Twins, minus 120, FanDuel.
There you go. By the way, Tim, nice pick for the WNBA last night. Took the Lynx spread in the over, never in doubt. Love to see it. Love to see it. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll play this one for today as we leave.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby.